Hey gang, it's Justin here with
Hanna.
And we're talking about the SDA conference. So we're now talking about session 3. So this is the territory, the lunch has been had.
Yep.
Nice food, there'll be some wraps and some cheese and some fruit and everything like that too, which would be
All the
great.
good
So
stuff.
this session, we're gonna have to fight the food coma, right? It's sort of got to kick into, but I reckon we've got the topics
I think
again that are gonna do it, right?
Yeah, again, time travel.
Yeah, so we've got basically investing in a mature market. So SDA as a sector is maturing at a rapid rate. You can't kind of build a house anywhere anymore. You've got to do a lot of research, analysis and data. And Loki Bull from Performal is kind enough to generate some a bit of a conversation and share some of his insights, which would be great too.
Yeah.
And we've also got Rob from Just Advisory Services who's going to be sort of unpacking some of those in a bit more detail with some examples and case studies on, you know, what does it look like? What are the rules? What do you need to consider when you're investing in a mature market as well? And what are some of the data, the analysis and the trends too? So a really key session for anyone looking forward to invest and develop in the sector, which is great. So off the back of that too, what better way to have a session than choosing your SDA provider? Now, there's a lot of things to consider in a provider. So what we've got is we've pulled together 4 different providers from around the country with, I guess, different business models, different approaches to SDA too, to really unpack and challenge, I guess, what the norm is too. So what we've got is we're very blessed to have Tula from SDA Living Australia be joining us. We've got Nicole from Empowered Livability. Amelia's joining us from Guardian Living as well. And we'll also have someone there from Just SDA, just sort of sharing our view of the world up here in Brisbane, Vegas, in Queensland. And that'll be a really interesting session too. And that's going to be emceed by one of my favourite MCs ever, James Loveday. Love you, mate. Thank you so much for donating your time again this year too. So we'll be, James is going to be asking the hard questions. He'll be pulling into part 2, finding out what's going on too, and putting some of these rumours to rest. Like there's this rumour thing floating around at the moment that you need to be a real estate agent to be an SDA provider. And I don't know why. But yes, it's out there. But let's put that to bed. It is not the case. And haven't had any otherwise contrary to that too, but we're unpacking all the stuff like that too, which would be great. So that's the choosing your SDA provider. What's the next session after that?
The other session that we've got running at that time is applying for SDA and a bit of an update on what the outcomes are looking like at the moment as well. And that's going to be run by Greg Barry again, but also with Brianna Barry. So Barry Squared. My
2 favourite Barrys, not related, but 2 amazing humans in our sector too. So together they'll be sort of talking about some of the stats, some of the data, what it means to apply for SDA, what the journey looks like now compared to what it was intended, when the sector first started too.
Absolutely.
So sharing some darts in there too, which is great. And then what we've also got is a bit of a flexible a panel after that too, talking about some of the flexible housing arrangements and some of the initiatives and things that we've seen in the sector that are really starting to change the shape of the ecosystem. So you're seeing a lot of single resident houses where it's not a good outcome. It's for the participant, they're living by themselves when they might want to live with someone else. Their funding in their plan is being drained at a faster rate because you can't provide a 1 to 3 or 1 to 2 support in a solo environment. But kind of working with other SIL providers to make it viable for everybody and supportive for everyone in the ecosystem. So we've got some really thing, and Courtney's going to be sharing some of the work she's done in the SIL space by building these partnerships, and a few other things to sort of talk about there too, which would be great too. And before lunch, as we talked about, so we're very blessed to have Megan from PWDA breaking down some of the NDS budgets, changes and legislation as well, and that's going to be a big hour. But what we wanted to do is actually convert that and put it into a session now in a masterclass. So taking all of the things we talked about in that session that Megan's going to be running and putting it into masterclass, so you can actually work out how this legislation and how these changes are going to impact you as an organisation in your part of the sector. So again, you've got something tangible to take back and put into plan in the business, or questions to ask, or at least a tool or resource to use too. So now, if that doesn't get you through a food coma hour, I don't know what will. But the hardest thing is probably going to be choosing which session to go to.
Again, I think next year we need to figure out how to do time travel.
Now, this is the second last session of the day. We've got one epic last session as well before we move up to the rooftop for the debrief, the networking drinks, and my favourite part of the day. Just watching the sunset over Brisbane. But yeah, choose wisely for your session and stay tuned for the last session. We'll talk about that soon.